page here, and we're sharing it to Messenger places. I should have my webcam in there somewhere, honestly, but oh well. Alright, and then we just share Messenger. Let's go. Why not just send it straight to him? And then send it straight to you, and yes. It says I'm live, right? Bet. Okay, I'm live. Casey, welcome to the stream, Casey, even though you've been here before it went live. He was like, he can do it, I believe in you. There he is! It's been 20 years! It's been 20 years indeed. It's been far too long. Alright, I have sent my stream out. It has viewers. Ryan says, yo, what's good, Ryan? Appreciate you hopping back in. We back at it again, boys. This time, flying solo with the voice part. But we about to be carrying this. Oh, it's hype. Is it just me, or is my microphone sound way lower than what it was in the last stream? Cause I have my phone volume with the Bluetooth like at like highest it can go, and even though like this ear thing wouldn't already be in my ear, it was still like mad loud. Like with my volume. I don't know. Ryan said, "Yeah, I was gonna comment, but I assumed it was my volume." No, I think it's just how I don't know why. Cause I didn't adjust it. I didn't move it from like I tried even moving it up a bit in OBS. Cause even in this, I mean, it's coming up like full throttle. Cause it's set to this microphone, like my headset. I think it's my headset mic. I think it's my headset mic. Like it's picking up on the webcam mic, but that's not one being used. Because it's at 95, so I don't know what else, I don't know what else it wants from me. Just raise it that extra 5 decibels, I guess. I mean, but as long as I still come in clear and fine, and as long as like the background audio that I got playing ain't too overpowering, then we still straight. It is gonna bother me that this isn't as loud as the last stream, because like partial volume, you're gonna be like probably barely able to hear me. I got this turned down. It's weird. I'm gonna turn up my volume. I'm gonna just turn it up in OBS and see what happens. So let's see. Kel Cruz says, finally, you slow egg. Look, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. All right, now we'll see. All right, we'll see what this does. Turning it up like to 6. I don't want it to be like crazy loud because then if I actually become loud, I'm like, and then like just and then just go into the red. This. I think it's fine if I do like to 8. 7. 7 is good. Turn it back down. 9. That's a bit better, yeah. Rent says, oh my god, my ear. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had it at what, 14 back here? Yeah. Yeah, at 8 point. I'm gonna put it at 7. Reminds us of F for this man's ears. Oh, I'm sorry. Casey says, max that volume out for our peasant ears. I'm not maxing it out, Casey. Jesus. Final answer is going to be like 8.5 for right now. Alright, be good. But as long as the desktop audio's... And then, as long as desktop audio is still fine, too. Because we can still hear the music good, then we're straight. Is this at the point? What are you at? It's at 7. Oh, whoa. Caught a glimpse of the I didn't see the title. Like the title I think actually is the revised thing. Oh, I saw the name. I think I saw the name. Alright, but it's already properly shared everywhere. Like, it's been properly shared ever since I started the stream. But yeah, the proper beginning. Hello everybody, this is Darsheen Rhett, aka RhettMaster96, and welcome to my reaction to the Super Smash Bros. Final Challenger reveal for the Fighters Pass. And man, what a ride this has been. Not gonna go into super details at all because you know, we did that for almost 3 hours last night. So I'm excited. I already caught the name, the glimpse of the name when I was hovering over the tab. So now I'm just like, I think I see where this is going, and I see why people may be upset because one of the biggest memes kind of came full circle. But yeah, it's time. If y'all ready, I'm ready. Casey says, watch it quickly before it gets spoiled. All right, let's go. So we're stopping you, and we're beginning this. Wait, make you high quality actually. We want that crispy goodness. 1080p? Will I be the madman? If it plays consistent, like if it plays smoothly, sure. But if not, it's like, eh. Nah, 720p. We ain't that crazy. Ryan's like, Hope. Hope's mad. Kay's like, yeah, I'm right. Hope's mad. Oh no, Casey. It's okay. Casey, it'll be fine. Wait, another moderator just handled this? Excuse me? Have I set moderators? What? Hello? Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Because I caught a little glimpse of it when I was doing the scrolling and the thing too. Oh, that is 3 houses right there.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies.
turn the sound out of my other ear. I mean, to keep the phone up for chat now.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void.
Whoa,
In
hello.
time, our hearts
What
and
happened?
minds will see.
What happened? Like the sound desynced for a second.
Charging right into an enemy's trap. As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this
Ryan's like, let's get it. Here we go,
In
newbie
time,
says.
Our hearts and minds
Welcome
will
to the
cease
welcome to
be.
the stream, newbie.
Are you prepared to die?
Oh. Oh,
I
that's
thought as much.
that's
I
fine.
also do not wish to die. And yet, there is no other choice.
That's
You must
that's my
join
life.
Smash.
Then the internet broke.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Byleth joins Smash House.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Oh, the background characters look clean. Oh, what? All the swords coming through.
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen are
Look at her
there?
face.
And you
Too
have
many
wield the
swordsmen.
Sword as well? What will you do?
Yo gender swap?
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
What? Ryan says that up B is the sauce. Oh, that was the up B, that like grappling looking thing?
How is this?
You get alternate weapons? Byleth recruits Byleth. So they had two of the art things. Well, who is this dude?
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
Wait, so is it
With Aaron
so is it the same character but just with the gender swap thing, like with Robin, or are they two separate characters?
unleash the blinding speed of
Oh,
Fate,
what was that? What? Oh, Sweater just ducks it.
along with the sword of the creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
What? Oh, I ain't like lie to you, boy. She kinda nice. Oh, that was clean.
Your will and mine be now as one.
Oh, their stage.
To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fire Emblem Three Houses. They pulled the ultimate like coat under our feet. He just hanging the poster.
Yes,
He was ready.
you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle.
I'm loving this already. The way you look at. Oh no. Anyway, Casey says, "See, my problem is that it was specifically said that all the characters in the first Talented Pack would be from series new to Smash. Fire Emblem isn't exactly what I would call new to Smash." Red says, like Robin, each weapon matches a direction B moves. Then Ryan will say, "Yeah, I can see why people are mad in that sense." Yeah, because exactly what Casey said, that it was gonna be like this whole brand new character from a whole new gaming world. Because Sakurai said from his mouth that it was gonna be somebody from. He's trying to get as many gaming worlds together as he possibly can. You know, being the ultimate Smash Brothers game. So now I kind of see why. Because I caught a glimpse of like even though my messenger was even though I had messenger muted, I opened the app itself and I can the list of the groups and like the people that I respond to last or talk with or like the last ones that would say anything. You can still see the text in bold because it's unread, and then you could like I saw that you had like F word Nintendo. It was like Jesus Christ, and I was like, oh god. So I know for sure it wasn't Dante because Casey is tissed. And then and then one of my other Facebook friends DM'd me, and I only saw it was saying like effing lame. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should temper my expectations just a little bit more. And then it was like I caught a glimpse of Viper like saying like I'll probably drop such and such for this character. I'm like, oh, so it's somebody that he does have an interest in then, even though it's somebody that's probably not to Casey's liking at all. I'm not even sure what Casey's stand is on Shantae. I can't remember. Ryan says, but this is also a case of everyone expecting something crazy out of this world. True. Casey says, see, I feel this reveal may have been hype had it not been for the fact that they really misled us here. Ryan said, we all know Byleth would get in at some point, but I do admit they could have waited till the next pass. They could have waited till the next pass for Byleth. You're right. Casey says, LOLs. Red says, something may happen like in MK. Some may have happened like in MK, like I made this character but didn't get the rights yet, so they switched around the orders. Oh, that could have... I didn't think about that actually. But these characters were planned. Like they were picked by Nintendo in the first place. Like these weren't like fan things. Like this was like straight from Nintendo. Maybe Nintendo had already chosen this from the go, and they're like, this will be the best way to help Three Houses. But even though Three Houses sold exceptionally well, so I don't even know why they would need this extra push, in the main Fighters Pass for them to get for them to have recognition, for them to bring the attention to this new Fire Emblem game. Red says hashtag Black Eagles, and Ryan's like, that's a good point. And Ryan was saying this guy gets it. Were you saying that this guy gets it to Red going Black Eagles? And I assume you were saying a good point to the fact that Three Houses sold exceptionally well, so it really didn't need to be now. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'm gonna watch the rest of this presentation. I'm gonna enjoy it. Red says probably for Three Houses DLC. Is it getting DLC? Oh wait, I think yeah. See, that shows how much I know about this. But yeah, like this looks like it's going to be entertaining anyway, because Sakurai looks very happy, and I'm happy for him because he looks excited that his character's in. So let's go. I can't get over this. Just looks at us.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
It is still very new.
This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass.
And it will
also
next
be
week?
available
No.
for purchase individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or
Sooner
Three
than I
Houses,
thought.
I'll explain a
It's
few
like
things. So
almost
don't
2
worry.
weeks from now.
First off,
What is Fire Emblem? See, I can sit for this because
It's really
I need
hard
this
to pronounce
explanation.
in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't
Fire
write Fire
Emblem.
Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you. So please be careful.
Fire
The
Emblem.
series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game, or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
You already said it though.
But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again.
So they were the Nuzlocke before the
Recent
Nuzlocke was a
entries in
thing.
the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak.
Strategic withdrawals. I'm not even gonna say what my
In the
mind
older
went there.
games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
Wow.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem Fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Interesting, actually.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
Oh, really?
I'll give it a try.
You gonna list them all?
黒竜と光の剣、外伝、紋章の謎、聖戦の系譜、トラキア776、封印の剣、烈火の剣、聖魔の宝石。
Oh, geez, he's listing them all. Radiant Dawn. Oh no! Oh, I'm glad I saw the pinky. Oh god, this is a meme for sure. Casey says, I'm honestly not upset at these characters being in the game. I don't really have an opinion on them. I'm just upset that a Fire Emblem character took that 5th spot. I knew this character would be in eventually, but not this soon, and that's what has caught me off guard. That I understand. Ryan says, yeah, I can see the fuss with them being the last one of this pass, but at least characters still have more chances. Red says his face was like when your catches you on your his face was like when your catches you on your computer watching plot. Ryan says, at least this wasn't the end. Ryan's like, it is. This frame's all over Twitter. Oh god. Why is that his 7? Or is that his 7? Is that a 7? What are you counting, Sakurai? Let me see the Awakening. Fate.
There you
Yo,
go,
wait.
17.
The pose! There you go. 17.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right?
Oh, okay.
I was counting in binary.
Really?
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17.
I give
Awesome,
up.
isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023.
What?
If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto, and the female version is...
Ryan's like, I don't know, but he giving everyone the bird. We can see the pinky, it's fine. But people are probably, people are photoshopping out the pinky or blocking it with something, and they're like, oh yeah. Boom. The male version is Birito, and the female version is Berisu.
called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth.
Berisu.
Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses.
Huh.
After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
Lord.
To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an...
Let me see. Go back. Casey said... Wait, Rez says your mom catches? Your mom catches what? Like me watching that frame? Casey says, when it showed the complete challenger pack with the first 4 challenges in this Fire Emblem character, I immediately started singing one of these things. It's not like, I mean, one of these things not the other. One of these things does not belong. Oh boy.
Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
So
I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
yeah, it was an early release.
The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
Okay, that's
Before my
appreciated.
demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
Wow.
Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
Okay.
Here I go.
Here he is. Here he goes. As a part of Challenger Pack 5, Byleth from Fire Emblem 3 Houses joins
So,
the
this is
battle.
our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them.
Wow.
Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're a distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs,
Excuse
the
me.
Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon.
Casey also says, it's funny because when the trailer came on and I saw the Fire Emblem characters, the first thing to come to mind was that this was a weird character to introduce Dante with. Raz like, this man with 4 controllers. Right, you saw that too?
They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks,
Ooh,
such
that
as
looks
down
cool.
tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
That's very familiar to a few others up smashes.
For their up air attack,
Like that kind of like
they'll wave the whip sword
kind of hits you
overhead.
up and stays up there for a second and goes.
The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time.
Ryan says demands an epic gamer. I mean, can you really argue with that? In case, and by the way, the thing Devil May Cry announced was basically an updated version of Devil May Cry where you can change your fighting styles whenever you want, as opposed to only being able to change them onto something. How does the video itself sound in the background
The up special move is really
for the
something.
video?
The sword extends
Mission
like this.
start screen.
allowing you to do
On
things
mission start
like
screen.
this.
It began on the 16th, which is terrible timing. See, that's kind of what I was thinking.
How I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Ooh!
also
Yo!
things like this. That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage.
Wait. He done it. He done his child dirty.
It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh no.
you can do awful things like this.
You do awful things like this.
That
Right,
said,
that's the
you'll
sauce
launch
move.
opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges.
Okay.
So that's the up special.
So recovery good.
Now for the sideways inputs. This is Erdfar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go
Excuse me.
through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach.
They do.
Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it.
Wow.
Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Yo. Also, this stage
Also,
is
if you
gorgeous.
have an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
Huh.
By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The
Okay,
shaft
so-
part is weaker,
So,
so it's
farther
not
out
suited to
Marth?
close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward.
whoa, 31 damage?
In this case. Next, the side special move.
Upper swing with
Byleth will
extreme
simply
reach.
swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Oh.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this. But as
So
you
that-
would expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
Yeah. I was wondering how easy it would be to shield.
Use it in
Like,
midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down
Emir.
air attack. It really is strong.
a downward swing of the axe.
You can try for a meager effect with this attack.
It's got a spike.
Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike.
Oh man.
It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different.
Okay.
When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Oh, wait. Does Falcon's?
which allows you to withstand an attack.
Oh, does
Just
Falcon's
so you know,
Falcon Punch
you
not
can
have armor?
execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time. It plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage,
That's wild.
unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area.
Oh,
It
that
won't
could.
let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
Oh, that could change some stuff.
Also, you can turn around during the move.
I was wondering if you could turn
The
around.
swing
Okay.
takes a while. So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
Catch that roll read.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents.
Ooh. Let me catch up to the chat. Ryan was saying you already know you're gonna see so many people getting spiked off stage because they got greedy. Yeah, for sure. Red says, Ground mobility, low air mobility, medium grab range, just don't do it. Recovery mead. Trying to figure out what your ground mobility, low air mobility, medium grab range, just don't do it. Just don't do what, I guess? I don't know.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter.
Makes sense. And Ryan said, probably, character's definitely not going to be top tier, too much lag on things, probably a mid tier, probably. Red was saying, just don't graph. Then he restricted his own message, I guess he's going to resend it. Whoa, video. Come back. Video, come back.
Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Fail Knot,
Fail
which
Knot.
shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar.
Give me the high quality, please. Just don't grab with him or her. Okay, yeah, that message is received. I'm still not liking how low my sound is, dog. I cannot. Where's OBS? It just seems like it's so much lower than what it usually is, because like full blast with my Bluetooth earpiece on my phone audio, it's just not doing it. I have it like way a little bit higher, 8 even. There we go. That should do it. And then the music. Yeah, that's this. All right, this should be fine. I mean, but to y'all, how is the sound quality, sound mixing, like with me and the video playing?
You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around.
That's cool.
It's also easy to create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow.
Excuse me.
It seems pretty straightforward, right?
It does.
But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow. First,
Okay.
the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful.
So you just can't
That
stop
said,
charging it.
you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Okay.
You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can
What?
perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire. But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button.
Okay.
In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything,
Yeah, you're just dead.
which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect.
Come on,
But
Mouse,
you could
stop
always
this.
just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game,
Progenitor
it was a move
God
called
Ruptured.
Heaven. This is an
Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. Who is she? Like, is she?
As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
Also, this stage must have multiple like phases, like how Castle Siege has.
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female.
Alright.
However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders.
Oh.
Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier.
I actually like these
seventh
alls.
and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
I appreciate he's not spoiling stuff. It seems like there's weird pauses, unless it's just me. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we have
Hey, how
first
much more
tried to
music is
recreate
this-
the
is this
place
bringing?
where you spend most of the game. Garrick
Red says no answer. Who is she? No, no one answer. Who is she? And it just says Black Eagles again. Someone help, please.
Mock Monastery.
Alright.
This is how Garrick Mock Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge,
Bridge.
and cathedral, all in one stage.
That's
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first
That's
area is
cool.
the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say.
this is
They're
not
largely from
doo-doo.
the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an
Oh.
unfortunate one, that one.
Oh.
There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but
Red says Masahiro Sakurai with these spoilers.
here you can break them, you see.
Oh, you can. Oh, you can just cause destruction.
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Oh,
I
that's.
wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
Oh.
And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down.
Back into the
broken through the ceiling
into the
and slammed
reception
into the
hall.
building.
Oh, we got some
And the
cuties
guests in the
here. All
reception
right.
hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire. And
So-
as such, they embrace their
Is this why Black Eagles is best house? Right here.
military might.
Ryan's like, yeah, that spoiler was like, what? And Ryan's like, yes.
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
Oh boy.
You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down.
Oof.
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
Wait, so how did he
So,
get the bird?
It's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go.
Wow.
I made it. And you can knock it down.
Yeah, I was wondering how in the first place he got up there.
Also, you can break this table.
You gotta, you gotta love Sakurai. It's like, also, you can break this table. Red says, yes, best house. I see it now.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range.
Interesting. Alright, going
Next
up.
up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
Oh wow. And we have our next guest characters. Oh, that's wide.
It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like Bridge of Elden was like exist, and then there was like, this stage goes to the bridge section. Hold my sword. Bernadetta too, but she probably wasn't as popular as the others.
The guests are from the Golden Deer: Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence.
They probably showed Bernadetta and I just wasn't paying attention.
They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
The lesser, okay, Hilda, kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters.
Ryan's like, oh, and Hilda. I'm really questioning Sakurai because he omits Mai from being a background character because of, you know, the schmexiness. But then, like, most of these guest characters that are in things in general are fairly endowed. Or, you know, showing thigh to a degree or something. I don't... Like, they could have easily closed Mai and just made her, like, not do her trademark, like, animation pose. Just kind of, like, have her do... Because like, they're doing, like, flirty poses. Those, like... The girls in the last house, the Black Eagles, like they were all doing some sort of like flirtiness to a degree. So I'm like, Sakurai, what are we really doing here? Cause like even in the same universe, cause Blue Mary still got in and like she nice. So they just looked at Mai and was like, but she's showing them and they're moving too much. I don't know what they want. Ren says Darsheen is a golden deer. Sure. Then Ryan's like, it's diff. Like the diff is they got clothes on. They could have put a different outfit on mine because she has one that she's less revealing. I don't know. Anyway, Red says Bayonetta though. Yeah, Bayonetta low key still be shedding clothes when she does her smash attacks, but it's still censored and I don't know. I'm going on too long about that. Let's continue with this.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series.
Oh,
I guess
cool.
once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough.
Yeah.
It looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen.
This is gonna be cool.
You
I'm
could
gonna like
also
this
say it's
stage.
a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Alright, the rotation to the final part.
The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in
Oh, here we go.
Tentative, Flame, and Rhea. There's Tentative, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame.
I'm gonna pause it. If Rhea got it, because everybody was like, because when they first showed her like trailers, they were like the general the general, what's the right word for the general horny gaming public were like, oh boy, she thick boys. So they managed to get like her. I like, is she toned down at all? I don't. I mean, she still has hip. I don't know. Hips nice. I don't. I'm slowly becoming more perverted in these streams. Ryan's like, they could have nerfed Maya, yeah. Rez like, Claude, if you don't take your ugly face out of my Smash. my YouTube thing held that for review too. It's funny. All right, but anyway, let's listen to what he's saying about them instead of just being, you know, that.
The guests appearing in the cathedral are Tentative, Flame, and Rhea. There's Tentative, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, okay.
All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
This is
Spoiler
a simple
territory.
area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last...
Red says Camilla has a spirit. Oh, does she? What did that have to do with anything? Or was that just tying it back into the reveal, like the kind of, you know, sexy characters talking about that. Ryan's like, okay, but Rhea. Red says more spoilers.
This is a simple
Oh
area
boy.
of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll
Like how you
cycle
worded
through
that.
each location
Intense
in
battles
about
will be
2.5
waged.
minutes.
Wait, what?
It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. 2.5 minutes. So about like one of the settings you can use for a stage morph. Let's see pilots in action. So he's gonna do like 1 or 2 matches maybe, and then we might get a tease for the next part of DLC. I'm like getting an idea of what it's gonna be like. No, yes, maybe. But yeah, I'm ready to see him in action.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in
Oh,
Squad Strike with the
Squad
DLC
Strike.
team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright,
That's
here we go,
interesting.
Joker!
What was that?
And Hero!
What was that? What is going on? What is? Wait, Ryan's like, if any chick needed nerf, is that? If any chick needed a nerf, is that a needed a nerf? Ren's like, Camilla half naked. Oh, really? In the spirit? Oh, so they were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna review all of y'all, but Camilla is fine. I mean, she's fine, but Camilla stays the way that she is. Logic 100. But I'm trying to understand the logic behind Sakurai's.
Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here.
Oh, the actual
But as expected,
madman.
It's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
Sakurai, the actual madman.
It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Mannequins. I better keep my distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got him.
Oh, watch out.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here.
He just knew the timing to
Lots
throw
of
it.
explosives. Ouch.
Ooh, that parry.
He perfect shielded that, huh? Good one. If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
Sakurai, the casual prodigy.
Good, there's Mom.
There's Mom.
You're in a good spot, Mom.
I can't.
Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See,
Ooh.
they got it. But I mustn't give up.
Ooh.
I can't waste the chance.
Got the shield break. Let's
There's
go.
another smash ball. Yes, got it.
Let's go, Sakurai-san.
Now, what are you charging up for?
Sikaki with it. He was like, what are you charging up for?
There's still more.
Is there? Oh, he's dead.
Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
Yeah, that was smart. He was like, oh, am I going to hit with a counter? Because Rory could have easily countered that. Ryan says, like, they put leggings on Mithra and Camilla walks free. Like, what?
I was
You
trying
got
to fight
true.
using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won.
I
Good
didn't-
game.
I didn't even realize that that he was using the female. I don't know how I didn't piece that together.
Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
I love the sound effect of like the music
I
that
was trying to
plays
fight
because it's
using
more
Byleth's
classic.
abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
Okay, Byleth, like female Byleth actually is pretty. I'm not even gonna lie.
It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
The end. Song collection.
Now,
The
about
epics of
the
the
additional
world.
music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages.
Oh,
There
nice,
are already
nice.
a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added.
11 songs.
This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy
Ooh.
these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board.
Okay.
It
Why does my audio keep dying like that?
in a new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Okay.
Sothis is Legend class. Also,
That
there's a
pose
new
conflicted
classic
me.
mode route, a heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series'
Ooh, the
history.
classic round. I forgot about this.
The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Okay, he's not gonna go through it and actually
Now for the
do
Mii Fighter
that.
costumes. Please take a look.
Oh, we got the Mii Fighters. It would be a new inclusion without some Mii Fighter costumes. Round 5. They really teased people like that. Altair, that's what, Assassin's Creed? Rabbids really made it as a costume before Rayman. Or maybe it's saving Rayman for better uses. I don't know. Or I should say Cuphead? Is he an assist stripper? No, he's Mii Fighter. I don't know what I think I was. Includes a music track. So he's the next Sans. He's the next freaking Sans. That's actually relatively big. Wow. That's actually a pretty diverse set of Mii costumes. Available for 75 cents each. The Cuphead one is amusing me.
はい、今回
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
We're gonna shed more light on that.
And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added.
Okay.
It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
Rhett says Cuphead has the face of nightmares.
I
Floral
hope you
Fury.
enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Wait.
And now, download. Someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's...
Wait. Okay. Oh, after purchasing, go to
After
share
purchasing
content.
a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Gotcha.
And now, onto the amiibo.
On to the amiibo. Richter and Dark
The color
Samus.
palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and
Available
Richter are planned for release
tomorrow.
on Friday, January 17th.
Because remember, he recorded this in November, so he's like looking way in the future. I got both of them on my pre-orders, boys. Getting them amiibos, adding them to my collection. And then Ryan says this makes me wonder if they will continue to make one-off Mii fighter costumes for popular indie games. You're right. What if they actually just end up being like, oh, y'all want Shantae in the game? Subjects her to Mii Fighter Wave 6 or like Wave 7, whatever, and then she's just. But what would she be? Like me, like brawl. It's what are the classes? Brawler, Gunner, and Sword Fighter. It'd have to be Brawler, I would think. But she just really wouldn't work. I don't think she would work as any of that. I don't know. That's really a strange class. It's interesting to think of like what to class Shantae as if she becomes a Mii fighter, because she seems too unique to be any of those three. I don't know. Oh, Meadows here. This is on my 10-minute break. So what do you think? I think that we got slightly bamboozled, but people who are big Three Houses fans are rejoicing. But there's like a general kind of like, not betrayal, but a sort of misleading, because we were led to believe that every fighter in this past was going to be something that wasn't like from a franchise that wasn't already represented in Smash fighter wise, because if you include spirits and such, it's kind of hard to not include a not seen franchise in this. But it's just a franchise that had just not been seen previously in as in Super Smash Bros. As a fighter. And then I can only imagine people's reaction. I can imagine people's like second reaction when the reveal trailer started, and it was just Fire Emblem Three Houses, and it was literally just Fire Emblem. And then you hear a universal like groan of like, Fire Emblem is ending the Fighter's Pass. And it's like, but I thought it was supposed to be all different things. What is this? But at the same time, they really do look unique enough that, I mean, I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna try them out. I'll probably enjoy the character. I might make it like a deep pocket or something. I'm gonna have fun, and just of course. But I would understand the other people's side that if they felt disappointed with the fact that a Fire Emblem character ended the Fighter's Pass, because each character was building up to being this, super, like, really wild card thing of like, oh, like these franchises, one of these have been like picks from characters that people have been wanting for decades. Banjo-Kazooie. This is big in Japan. Dragon Quest Hero. This is big in the mix of America and America and Japan, and literally no one saw it coming as the song with Joker from Persona. And then it was kind of leaked, but people were still surprised and elated that he got in, mainly like the Latin South America region, and then some American region, because like I grew up, I was a child with that yellow Fatal Fury disc. I knew who Terry Bogard was before this started. So I was happy that he got in. So it was a new character from new representation each time. But then this final character, it's Fire Emblem. I'm not gonna knock Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem has really come up in recent years. Like it went from like the beginning of the century, it went from like no one knowing what Fire Emblem was in the West to now there's millions upon millions of games that are sold, like, of course worldwide, but a lot of that is in America now. So Fire Emblem has this huge fan base. I'm not trying to knock it, but I do understand people's standpoint where I do get the disappointment of of expectations were through the roof of what this could be. A lot of like basically the entire internet was sure that Dante from Devil May Cry was gonna be the last character, and that was just gonna be that. And then we'll have the next wave, of characters, and I could totally see Byleth being in that. Like they could have actually had them start the next wave, like you're saying, oh, this is still a relatively new game, and we're going to have this fresh character in our still kind of fresh game. We're keeping this alive with this representation for this newest Fire Emblem game, but it's still Fire Emblem. I like that. That's what I'm sure that a lot of people are thinking, because like who isn't thinking that? We were literally led to believe that each pick, each fighter in this past was going to be somebody that was entirely new to Smash, fighter wise. Like franchise representation, as that goes. Excuse me, Jesus. Yeah, as that. So personally, I feel with that, but me, I'm not excited, hype, but I am happy with the inclusion, because I knew it makes at least a portion of people happy, and they look unique enough to not just be, oh, another Marth, another just swordsman Fire Emblem character. Like they look cool, and I will be playing them. Anyway. Okay, Red says there's a Mia me costume. Mia me costume? I'm trying to think of who Mia is from. Metal says bamboozle means fool. You guys believe in anything. Nintendo is making the choices. Ryan says he means the comment about making DLC for series not already in Smash. That's what I meant. Because I think when Mr. Reggie Fils-Aimé was still Nintendo of America president, and when they announced Joker, I think he said that each character was going to be from from a franchise that wasn't already represented in Smash as a fighter. So when he said that was taken as word of God, and then we were just taking that as we went forward. Metal says Three Houses is a good game. It just never got recognized by many people, sadly. Yep. I mean, it got recognized by tons of people, but it's not niche, because this was a lot of people's first Fire Emblem game as well. So it made a bunch of new fans. So it's not as niche as it used to be years ago. Ryan says then Ryan says, then this happening. True Nintendo is making their choices, but they really threw everyone off. Metal says, in Japan it's popular though. Also stay away theories and leaks. I kind of see it coming partially. Red says, wait, Fire Emblem sold really well in the U.S. Ryan says, yeah, Fire Emblem 3 Houses is really popular. Fire Emblem in general was popular. I know. I wasn't saying it wasn't. Metal said it sold well, but not a lot of people weren't into the Fire Emblem like that. Red said 3 Houses was the best selling game so far. Metal says it is. And then Metal said, I just think people were mad because it's another sword fighter. However, we have 9 Pokemon. We do have 9 Pokemon. But they're all different. They all control. I think they all control very little like another. A third to half of the Fire Emblem characters kind of play similarly to an extent. Is why people were like on the whole another Fire Emblem sword character, thing for a while. And then Metal saying, Darsheen, you might as well include a new Pokemon fighter to represent Sword and Shield. I actually would not be surprised if we see Inteleon or Cinderace, or they throw everyone off and do the final Grass starter evolution as another character in the next wave of DLC. I'm like 80% sure they're gonna add another Pokemon from Sword and Shield in this game. Like, mark words for that. Mark my words. I'm placing my timestamp, placing my like stamp of time itself of this date that's gonna happen. Sword and Shield rep Pokemon characters gonna be in this game in some more DLC. Red says people mad as it was Fire Emblem Sword Fighter and we got 6. Also, Masahiro Sakurai said during the first direct that we will get serious characters that are new to Smash. Fire Emblem is not my costume. Mai Shiranui? We have a Mai Shiranui costume? Do we really? Huh. Then Ryan says, I mean, in the end, people just gotta realize that there's still more chances for popular characters. There will be something for everyone. And then Metal says, going back in. Alright, Metal, thanks for tuning in for as long as you were and talking with us. Appreciate you dropping by. But yeah, let me finish the last 5 minutes of this presentation, because who knows, there could be some more information up in this that I will be seeing. Resuming.
Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Okay.
And now, with the addition of Violet, the
Fighter's Pass is now complete.
The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry
Screenshot
Bogard,
this.
and Violet. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of it.
Did you see his eyes for a minute there when he went into that transition?
I must say, this game has always
This
been
man
an
is
exceptional
tired.
experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with,
Right there.
right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Introducing new fighting mechanics.
There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there?
Yeah,
When
for
we
sure.
add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Which we appreciate. Oh, poor Violet.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters.
About
down
that
the
future
line.
downloadable content.
I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Wait, have a look. Oh, he's doing it! Even more fighters in development. You're giving us a firm number? Wait! Okay!
There will be 1 more fighter than last time. For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
Fighter's Pass
Volume
2!
It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown. So
I'm not even about to lie, because at first my hype was going really high, because I saw that it said Challenger Pack, and then it had numbers next to it. I thought it was gonna be like sets of character in each envelope, and I was about to lose my mind. Wait, is that what this means? Wait, is that what this means? Hold up. All six. Wait. Well, he said that there's one more than last time. It just means 6 characters, not like six sets of characters. 'Cause that's gonna be that'd be bonkers. Wait a minute. That's one more challenger pack than last time. Okay. All right, calm down, Darcy. Yeah, calm down. Cause okay. All right, because each pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, pack 4, pack 5. Yeah, 6 more characters. 6 characters. 6 characters is still hype.
For this reason,
It's Fighter's Pass Volume 2. All 6 planned challenger packs in one bundle, available for pre-purchase. Y'all know I'm pre-purchasing that day 1. Let's go. All challenge, and it will be released by December 31st. So that's really like
we will
the
be releasing the Super
That's
Smash
the-
Brothers Ultimate
that's the
Fighters Match
vaguest
Volume 2.
date that they could
It
make
will
for
be
that.
available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out.
That's the Vegas release. That's the release date window that you use when you don't have anything firmly planned. Because when there's a new game and doesn't have a release date yet, it just kind of has December 31st and then year of when it's supposed to be vaguely done. But but this is Sakurai we're talking about. Maybe that's just actually when it's gonna be, done by the end of next year, which is actually crazy. Giving us 6 more characters in the span of a year. A year and a half. Because this year pretty much just started good. So they could space this out like, let me see here. For pre-purchase January 20th. So if it's available for pre-purchase is early 28th. So the challenge, the pack 6 character could be out as early as like spring, honestly, like April. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Boy, that's just crazy. Yeah, let's finish the video, Darcy. And then Ryan was saying, that's what I'm saying, LMAO, so many more chances. Also, keep Fruit, don't like copyright me for like using your phrase, please. I love you. I love your content. Anyway, I mean he ain't gonna watch this. He might watch. I don't know, but so we just gonna slide past the fact that he said people weren't in Fire Emblem like that. I mean, I addressed the fact that a lot of people are in Fire Emblem. 3 Houses brought more fans to it. Ryan said 6 more characters, and Red said 6 more. Yeah, at the end of the year, Ryan said this game gonna live for a while, and Red said he probably gonna get the last one in February, which makes me think there would be more. Which makes think would be more DLC if the Wii U did well. Possibly, like Smash Wii U could have had even more DLC if the console sold well, but they saw that the sales weren't profiting the best, so I guess I could see that they weren't, going to exert all of their effort into it. But since they see that the Switch is killing it, Smash Ultimate, best-selling fighting game of all time, one fighting game of the year 2019, they're like, bet, we are putting all of our effort into this. Finishing this.
Looks like there will be one more fighter than last time.
This is going to be crazy. I'm
For
so
this
ready.
reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass
Now
Volume
in
2. It
development.
will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Totally fine.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchased it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Oh,
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
wait. He knows. He knows. He was like, even if I got many candidates on Twitter.com, he's like, they would not be likely to get into the game because it's already been decided. Decided by who, actually, this time? Is it Nintendo, or is it actually the man himself? The beautiful man himself? Did he pick these 6 characters? Or did Nintendo be like, Mr. Sakurai-san, we have picked 6 more. What do you think? And then it just was like, I like this. This could be fun. I will get my team on it effective immediately. And then just Fighters Pass Volume 2 is born. Man, this is I like that we got a good confirmation of a number now for the next Fighters Pass, for the next 6, for the next wave of DLC. This is great. And he's not saying that this is going to be the final wave either, because this is just Volume 2. The fact that they use a Volume 2, could there be a Volume 3? Probably not. I don't know. Red says, hashtag dead Wii U. The Wii U is honestly very dead. It's very sad. But, resume.
Revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchased it.
I will still purchase it, yes sir.
Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it.
I do look forward to it.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2.
A special
Last
bonus?
time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
What's the bonus?
It's a
Ooh.
Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
That's cool.
This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
So that's only available when you do the whole like Fighters Pass, like buying it. Lastly,
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
let's go.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Is it a fighting game?
Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure
Yeah.
if this is accurate. There were
Huh?
5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also,
25
I don't know
ports.
if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So,
It
who
is.
knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1.
Mm-hmm. And you
Although,
can be proud
I
of that.
still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
He's too wholesome for us. We don't deserve this man.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC. Which means, no breaks for me.
Rest.
I plan to keep working hard,
Please.
so I hope you can continue to support us.
I
That's
mean, I
it. Thank
appreciate
you.
the work. I appreciate the hard work, but God, get some rest, Sakurai, please.
No breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us.
I will support.
それでは以上です。
That's it.
お疲れ様でした。
Thank you.
You lovable workaholic, you. My God. We just don't deserve Masahiro Sakurai. We just don't. He said, thank you. Thank you, Sakurai. I have finally watched it. I can now unmute everything. Now I can go to notifications and unmute all my stuff. That's so now we turn back on Discord, turn back on eBay and Facebook and GameStop, my Gmail, my Google Play Store, my Messenger, my Pokemon Go. I was taking no chances, yo. Unblock my Samsung internet, my Smart News, my Twitter, my Walmart, yes, Walmart, especially YouTube, and now everything should be back on. Okay, how long is this video? Because I think this is the first time that I like stopped and like kept stopping and going for a reaction video like the most today. Because I think I like watched all the way through without pausing. Like last time I did a late reaction like this, but I managed to turn a 35-minute video into an hour and like 20 minutes. So that shows how much I paused, like stopped and talked and stopped and talked. Wait, Red's like, Google Play? Why? I don't know Google Play. Did I say Google Play? I don't know. I was taking no chances out here. Okay, but yeah. We have been enlightened. Byleth is our newest addition, wrapping up the Fighter's Pass, and we're getting 6 more characters. Actually, something I haven't done in a long time. Let's go to the website. And then let's see like the firm count. Oh boy. Look at this title. This Cuphead is wasted in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as a measly Mii fighter. Y'all can't appreciate stuff, can y'all? Let's not be on my dad's profile. Let's be on Darshion Rhett. Or Darshawn Rhett, you know. Shout outs to all the mispronunciations of my name ever in life. Alright, let's go to the website. Rhett says go to Game Explain. Wait, why? That's I'm sure if I just make a new tab of YouTube, Game Explain is going to be right up in here somewhere. Yo, my thumbnail actually look kind of legit, to be honest. Let's go. I should probably should have put like late on there somewhere, like late reactions Sakurai presents. But still, it looked like this actually looks good. I feel like it looks good to like stand. I mean, I know it's just me. I know it's literally just has my emblem and a reaction on it, but it just looks more, you know, like this is branding and it's appealing. So yeah, watch. Oh yeah, and the pose was, I think, like, was it part of the binary counting thing? Like I'm thinking that's what that was. How the movie can save Sonic. Sonic Adventure 20. Sega teases 2020 Sonic remake. See, this is what we need. Oh god, my stomach growled. I'm hungry. Andre Harris best move. Yeah, I don't see. Okay, so I gotta. Nope, there it is. Byleth is Smash Bros. Ultimate's 5th DLC fighter. They got like exclamation mark, and question mark, exclamation point and question mark. Plus Fighters Pass 2. There's a direct discussion. Their discussion is getting shorter. 27 minutes 15 seconds. I don't know. Maybe my stuff just getting longer. My streams have always been long. Who am I kidding myself? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot walkthrough gameplay. So y'all got to get. Wait, no, it came out. No. It comes out tomorrow, doesn't it? People with these early copies, man. Oh no. Mighty Med then and now. Oh lord, they glowed up there, didn't they? Focus, Starship. Run JD Run's thumbnail is literally just the thing with anime lines. So I think I can get, some. I mean that's creative. He should have centered it on Sakurai himself. But that was the game explain video. Byleth may cry. No, that's what you meant. He used it as the thumbnail. Keith, no. Gaming addiction. I watched like one or two of this man's videos, and now he's all in my feed. He's funny. How easy. But Keith Crew, please. Wait, where was it? After all, Dr. Dolittle and Old MacDonald Minutes. Why did they? It's such a weird movie to pick out of nowhere. I love that movie. I'm gonna watch that video, but I'm very off topic. Where did I see? Challenger Pack 5 is almost here. Aaron Yitmar. That was an older video. Wait, I just saw Keith Crew. There it is. He used the meme picture. It was like Byleth may cry reaction. So, rubbing faces and focusing again. Byleth and Cuphead are in Smash Ultimate. Indeed. Okay. Red says Kirby DLC that and DLC his spot on the poster. I don't get what that meant.
So Byleth is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the final character for the first Fighters Pass, and apparently no one saw this coming except for you, Steve.
Yes!
Steve was excited.
I got it. Done, Steve.
He's like, yes, I got it. Everyone died of laughter when Sota says, too many swordsmen are there? Exactly. Banjo and Smash. Me, I'll never complain again. Another Fire Emblem character. Enter me. Don't. You promised you wouldn't. And then the quotations. We're gonna have over 80 characters when the second Fighters Pass is done. We've had over 80 characters since November. We're having 88 by the end of Fighters Pass 2, counting Echo Fighters. That's wild. That's what I was going to this. Version 7.0 starts rolling out on January 28th. Byleth, join Smash House. So learn more. And then fighters. I was going to the list of fighters to see what the number is. Well, it has 75. But yeah, the way the numbering is working, like the numbering is not accounting for DLC. I mean, not accounting for echoes. So if we're really, because we've been through this already. Trying to think here. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 echoes. So there's technically 82 characters in this game now. 82 characters in a single Super Smash Bros. Game. That's insane. And then we're getting 6 more. It's gonna be 88. That's a very round number to end things on. I mean, with that, like the way that their numbering is gonna work, it's gonna be 81, unless one or like half of the. What if it's half Echo and half new character for this next pass? The ideas are endless. Oh man. Red says, why is Lucas not an Echo? I know Lucas and Ness were born 100 years apart, but he should be an Echo. Honestly, yeah. I guess his moves differ enough for him to not be considered an Echo. It's similar cases with Dr. Mario and Isabelle that you would think they'd be Echoes, but they're not. Well, Dr. Mario has Mario's old down B and then a stomp. And different properties on the cape and the capsule bouncing for a neutral B. Things like that. I'm out of frame, aren't I? But yeah. Ness and Lucas are closer than Mario and Dr. Mario. But I guess the PK freeze being a different, being, you know, a whole different move than PK flash. The PK thunder working differently. The down B is the same in functionality, yeah. They have different spikes. The PK fires have different hit properties. They have enough differences to not be Echoes. But true. The real question here is how come Pikachu and Pichu are considered Echoes? Or how come Pichu is considered to be an Echo of Pikachu? Because literally the only difference is their Nair. No. The Nair being the OG Nair of Pikachu, and then like the down tilt makes them rise up instead of like hit forward and trip, or have a chance to trip up. That's like the main differences that Pichu has. Like otherwise, Pichu's like 1-to-1 with Pikachu. I mean, it's smaller. Maybe it's a thing too. I don't know. Like, oh, okay. That's what you meant by the Kirby DLC thing. Red said, "Game Explain shows Kirby's new hat and the DLC spot on the DLC spot on the poster." Oh, the poster. Are we able to just see the poster on the site? Yeah, it'll scroll further enough for us to see it. Let's go back to the home. Ryan says his moves are too different from Ness's. Ryan's like, oh, a random Ryan appears. Ryan says, well, I mean, almost every Echo is a carbon copy of another, other than a tiny amount of changes. The other ones are different. Yeah, I went quiet for a bit. Oops. Alright, let's see if you can spot Byleth. Because the whole thing is moving around. Were they in the beginning? That's Lucina. Robin just chilling, reading Duck Hunt and Duck Hunt Dog and then Duck Hunt. It's very weird how they're named, honestly. Corin and Dr. Mario giving Watcher checkup is still the greatest thing. Right there. There he is. Byleth's in like the very left area of the picture. If you're looking at it from like, if you're looking at it as the panoramic kind of view from left to right, then Byleth is is like way on the left. It's in between Daisy and Ken and Snake. Cool. Super Smash Blog version 7. We got version 7 is coming. Updates include Byleth from Fire Emblem joins the battle, new stage added, and new Mii Fighter costumes added. Okay, so I think they broke the chain of like every update brought like some sort of game adjustment or some sort of mode, because there was no adjustment to the game modes or anything. Because like how we talked about it in the discussion stream, starting off, Joker brought Stage Builder. Hero brought online tournament modes. Banjo and Kazooie brought home run contest, and Terry brought adjustments to the online arenas. Oh, Hero brought online tournament and spectator mode. Then Banjo brought home run contest, pretty big one in my opinion, and Terry brought the adjustments of the online arenas. Byleth brings nothing. That sounds bad. Like the last pack for them, like it didn't bring something as significant other than just the characters and the stage and then the music tracks and the Mii costumes, which are all big things in themselves. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, we're not counting the Mii Fighters in that $5.99, but $5.99 for the character and the stage and all the music tracks, that's a good deal for $6. Like, it honestly is. Red says there was a game adjustment a couple days ago. Was there really? Was there a big enough game adjustment that my replay is going to be gone now? Please no. I have a decent bit of replays that I'm going to have to be saving before the 28th. Oh no. I'm going to this out of state tournament like the last week, like the weekend that pretty much bridges January and February, because this regional tournament is gonna be on the 1st, so that's like literally 4 days after Byleth comes out. People gonna be playing this character. It's gonna be 4 days fresh. People are not gonna know what to do with it. I'm gonna have to laugh hard as all heck just to Byleth for like half a week before I even try to compete in this tournament. What's wrong with my stream? Some sort of new... Never mind, it's fine. Cause it was buffering for a good bit on my side. Ryan says, "What tournament is it?" It's the tournament that I shared on Facebook. It's called Dare to Dare. Like it's dare as in like I dare you, DARE, dare, and then the number 2 because it's the second because it's the second iteration of this tournament. So Dare to Dare, as in the moving game Dare. Dare to Dare is the name of it. Because the first name of it was just Dare to Dare, but two is just, you know, the word two, because they didn't have that naming scheme quite yet. But yeah, Dare to Dare is the name of the tournament I'm going to in Savannah, Georgia. So this is going to be my first out of state tournament, and it is going to be so hype. Which means, yeah, to you guys who watch my streams, to my friendly community here, I'm going to be streaming a lot of Smash in these next few weeks. Like I'm going to be trying to aspire to be like one of my online acquaintances friends. I don't talk to them enough to really say friend, but one of my Facebook friends, his tag is cream soda, or like his content name is cream soda on Facebook or like other places where he streams, and it goes by Freeman. This man streams Smash like literally every day, and now he's streaming like workout stuff too. But literally every day I get notifications from this man going live and playing Smash. I'm just like, you have commitment that I could only wish to have. But we're gonna attempt to stream Smash as much as possible. Like maybe every other day we can try to. Like at the very least, whenever I have days off, like tomorrow, we're gonna stream Smash. That's gonna be the goal. We're gonna try to stream as much Smash as possible. There's a fresh surge of hype now because of Byleth coming. Alright, Red says, "Well, that's good because I plan on laughing with this character, and you will be my Link replacement." What? What? Oh, and then another comment. Red was saying, "But when people say there's an adjustment to the game, then there's a patch to make sure the game runs properly before the new DLC comes out, or my replays were deleted. So I'm gonna just not update my game yet and save my replays. So I'm not gonna be able to play Smash for people for a bit. Then I'm gonna be saving my replays. I should have been saving the replays at this, like as soon as the video finished, or like while I was watching it. Like as soon as I saw like Byleth was on there, I should have been like, switch on, replays, fault going now. Yes. Speaking of which, let me turn music back on since there's nothing else going on." But yeah. Red was saying, "Well, that's good. I just read that." What do you mean that I'll be your new Link replacement? Am I gonna be your sandbag? You mean? You plan on labbing with this character, and you'll be my Link replacement. So come fight me. I will fight you. When I say replays. Ryan says, "Sugar already a patch in place. I know most decently big tourney state with patch it'll play on." And then Ryan says, I'll be down to play. I'm getting used to Palutena a bit." Yeah, definitely. I'll be definitely down to play with any of y'all. Like if it's like as a group thing, or if it's you know, one-on-one kind of things. Yeah, I'm down either kind of way. Ryan says, "I plan on labbing with that character, and he will be my Link replacement." Okay, that's what you meant to say. He will be my Link replacement. I thought you were gonna say that you were gonna like start using Byleth and just using Link as a sandbag, and then having I don't know how I put myself in there, to be honest. I was just taking your typo too literally. I really should have like had a word in place to be like to switch out reaction with discussion at this point. Now I may make a whole separate video for for the discussion. Oh, version 6, version 5. Wait. Oh, the arena type elite only has been added to battle arenas. That was another thing too. Wait, was home run contest? Yeah, home run contest was with Banjo. Yeah. The option random battlefield and no megaphones has been added to the stage settings in battle arenas. So yeah, battle arenas adjustments were just abound in 6. 4 gave us on tourney and event tourney modes, support feature, expansion of the video edit feature, and a very easy difficulty in adventure mode. Final smash gauge now times out like Cloud's meter. Version 3.0 gave us VR mode. I forgot about that. New amiibo journey mode available. You can now use amiibo fighters in battle arenas. Oh, we can use amiibo in arenas? Y'all, I'm about to like unpack amiibo and just stick them into arenas against people and just watch the results. I did not know this was a thing. I legit did not know that we could put our amiibo in battle arenas online. Let's go. That's how I'm gonna train them before like I make like a actual YouTube video, like not stream but video, akin to how like AlphaRad would make videos, and then just train them up to be like level 5 each, and then like be periodically like have seasons for these amiibo tournaments. Yo, it's hype. Let's go. Oh yeah, but then Red says you can be a sandbag to Darsheen. You can be a sandbag to Darsheen. Wait. You meant to. You can be a sandbag too, Darsheen. No. Then Ryan's like, yeah, they had an event where you do it with your amiibo. That's cool. Wait, log in. Right, this is still part of Nintendo's. It is Nintendo.com. What's my duration looking like? 1 hour and 52 minutes. So yeah, to actually keep in line with my 2-hour-long duration that I have in place, it is going to be. I'm gonna be wrapping this up. So yeah, what are you guys' final thoughts on Byleth and everything that version 7.0 will be bringing us, and then your thoughts on the upcoming wave of DLC that we will be getting? And then to people who will be watching this as a replay, the question of the stream is in place. Questions of the stream, I mean, pretty similar. What are your thoughts on this final announcement? And then the bonus question of what character do you think will start our next wave of DLC? So that could be like let that be the next pieces of discussion while we end this off. And for the people who will be who will watch this in the future and then comment after the fact. And while I wait for those comments to pop up in my chat feed, I'm gonna just end it off by kind of rephrasing what I said to Metal when he asked what I thought. I am happy about the inclusion. I'm not super like, oh my god, yes, they made it in, but at the same time I'm not. But why though? It's a weird cross of why now, because another because another new franchise could have ended it off with a bang. But Byleth is still big to Fire Emblem it's still big to Fire Emblem people. Fire Emblem 3 Houses sold amazingly well, so it makes sense, but it just didn't make sense for this Fighters Pass. I guess that's the best way I can really describe it. So my opinion is mixed, but in general, I am happy about their inclusion. I do think that they look unique enough to not just be classified as another, the 7th plus sword Fire Emblem character in Smash. Why are they doing this? no, they seem unique enough. Like that up B, like Ryan said, that's gonna be some saucy kills. I'm looking forward to all the I'm looking forward to seeing Byleth in compilation videos, Beefy Smash, Dragon Smash, all of them, of how they're gonna get unique kills using the array of moves that Byleth has at their disposal. I keep saying there because it's not like his or her because it's too I don't know. But yeah, I am happy about the inclusion. I'm satisfied. I mean, I'm always happy for a new inclusion because that's another character that we definitely couldn't have had. But it's a character that is popular. Was it popular enough to end this Fighters Pass? Yes and no. And are they beloved? Yes. And is it from a super popular game? Yes. And the content that it brought, it gives us a very, let me see, what's the right word? It gives us another fun, like, involved stage. It's very akin to Castle Siege, but it's even more dynamic. Like, it's almost got like a Bridge of Elden built into it, so that's cool. And the different guest appearances that take place in each of the sections of the Three Houses stage. I don't know the name of the stage by name, unfortunately. It's Garrick something. Let me just yeah, the fact that it has 4 sections. I can't recall how many sections Castle Siege itself has. But yeah, it's a really dynamic stage, which I definitely appreciate. It looks like we're gonna have real good times on that stage. Like on every section, there's something to do on each part. Like there's something to interact with on each part. Debatably, except for the bridge part, but that's gonna be like the standoffish. This is where we do long range battle, and things kind of get interesting there. And then everything else, because the marketplace, you can break the vendor stands and you can extend the stage a bit. And then like the first room has the chandelier. I think that like the meeting hall thing that has the chandelier you can get on and break down. And then the bridge I just said, and then the fourth part just has the platforms. And then the fourth part just has the platforms and stuff. Or just the 2 platforms, not really much else, but just kind of being the final phase, which would be how Sakurai put it himself, would be where the conclusions of epic battles would probably be held. I just looked at Ryan's comment. It held it for review, first of all. Ryan says, final thoughts. I'll be playing female Byleth because eyes and hopes and O's math. And Red says, Edelgard or however you spell her name is in Smash. I can care less what anyone says. There you go. Those are our final thoughts from our 2 faithful viewers here. Oh, the dynamic stages add to the challenge, stage morph, and then stage builder, then my music underneath that. But yeah. So yeah, TLDR, not the character anyone expected, maybe except a few. I think it was like John from Game Explained that was like, yes, I called it. But otherwise, we were all most of the world expected Dante, and I was beginning to, and because of how much weight was on that pick, I believed it myself. Or I at the very least thought it would be someone that was gonna be expected to a degree out of the list that we picked. Or maybe it would be someone that no one thought of somehow, and it just would surprise everybody. But it surprised everybody. But it was a character that was, you know, recent and well known, and wouldn't think it would end the Fighters Pass with it, but they did it anyway. But yeah, all like what Red was saying with Edelgard, like all those guest characters and being in there, like all of that culminating by this inclusion in Smash, like having pretty much Fire Emblem Three Houses just as a package for us, just kind of giving it its homage in Smash Ultimate. It's a really cool thing. So yeah, I'm happy for big fans of it, and I'm definitely gonna have fun with the character. I'm gonna be messing with the stage a lot in the beginning, and I might try to go to that stage a lot just in general because it just looks like it's gonna be fun. The point of these characters, like just never depending on who it is how fun will the character be. Because that's come from Sakurai's mouth himself, and the character just looks fun, even if it is quote unquote another Fire Emblem character. It is a very prominent character from a very prominent franchise that Nintendo has no choice but to really pay a lot of attention to, because now Fire Emblem is like easily one of their top selling franchises right now. It's one of their top first party things. Before it was just like Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, and then kind of Kirby was there. Animal Crossing was kind of there. I mean, they have the numbers. Animal Crossing no leg over Kirby. Yeah. But in terms of, the big winner, the big breadwinners of Nintendo franchise-wise, Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, easy. But in recent years, Fire Emblem just creep out of nowhere and boom, they're right up there with the big three, and it becomes the big four, and then closely followed by like Animal Crossing, and then Metro, when Metro Prime 4 comes out, then Metro can be considered big boys again. Splatoon is arguably somewhere in the top with Nintendo as well, but Fire Emblem is just came out of the gates and flourished like nothing else in the recent half decade. So you gotta give your props to Fire Emblem. You gotta appreciate it. I am impressed at it, I gotta say. I respect it as a franchise and how popular it's gotten. I really need to play a Fire Emblem game to really fully appreciate that series in general. And when I play Fire Emblem Three Houses or just any Fire Emblem, I might fully appreciate the Fire Emblem that is in the game that much more. Who knows? But TLDR again, I'm not excited, hype, oh yes that this character's in, but I'm happy that they're in, because it's given the congrats where the congrats is due to how big Fire Emblem has gotten in recent years, and to everyone who is enthralled with Byleth being in the game, I'm happy for y'all. I'm honestly happy for y'all. For everyone else that are genuinely upset at this, without even seeing the good in this at all, I don't know what to tell you. Fire Emblem has just become this big. Maybe they were that big to be able to end this Fighters Pass off. But we have 6 more characters. One of your picks may still get into this game. You still got a chance. And that is my final thoughts as of now. Ryan says again, nope, Red added, I usually stay to the end, but I'm going to leave, but I'm going to leave on Black Eagles. Thank you for tuning in as long as you were, Red. Take it easy. So I still got Ryan and somebody then, or I assume Ryan, maybe Ryan, but yeah. So now we just end off like how we were. What are we at? 2 hours and 5 minutes? Oh, and then Ryan added to the chat just now. He was like, yeah, people are mad, but like there is more to come. Exactly. There is more to come. So like it's like it's the whiplash was real. Like nobody can lie about that. Like we were genuinely probably led to believe that this last character was going to be another franchise that just was not represented yet. But they took a few steps back and said, well, I'll take that assumption and raise you a Fire Emblem, and then Byleth was included in the game. So I see why people are mad. I am, like, a part of me is still kind of disappointed that it wasn't just, somebody else that added to Sakurai's own philosophy of bringing together many game worlds. But Three Houses by itself is almost like a whole world in itself. So technically speaking, it's not lying? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, every character up to the point before Byleth were these new worlds coming into Smash. It was cool. Speculation was ajar, but then we ended it off with a Fire Emblem character, a very prominent Fire Emblem character, because it's from the newest and best-selling Fire Emblem game of all time. So popularity went out. I mean, it was Nintendo. Because we also got to remember this was Nintendo's choice. So Nintendo kind of had to kind of give themselves a bone somewhere. I kind of get it, actually. Like, these 4 characters, they all got their they all got their their inclusion, representation. We got these worlds in here. Let's give credit to this amazing game that sold incredibly, and let's appease the whole another Fire Emblem character, but we're gonna make them interesting. And then Byleth was born, and I can't be mad at that. So yeah, that's all I got to say now. So yeah, if you enjoyed this stream, go ahead and smash that like button. It really does help show it really does support me, the algorithm and such. I gotta add tags to all these videos, to be honest. Comment down below what your thoughts are of Byleth and what you thought of this presentation. What you think of the Mii costumes? Because I actually didn't talk a lot about those, but we'll save that for another time. Honestly, just anything that you thought was worthy with this discussion. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Byleth, the stage, and how dynamic the stage is. Byleth's moveset, the guest appearances that happen on. I'm trying to find the stage real quick. Hold up. Where? On Garrig Mock Monastery. I'm just gonna call it Monastery. and the new costumes, and what do you think of the next wave of DLC that will be hitting us? Comment anything that you would like to in the comments below. Let's get this discussion rolling. I always love the interaction, like whatever the comments be on the source material or of how I'm doing as a content creator myself. Of like what you think of what you thought of my commentary, how you thought of my setup, the music being in the background in various parts of it like it is now, and just in general, like what do you think I can do to keep streams going, like consistent, like how I can improve, all that good stuff. Let me know. I'm open to any sort of advice and constructive criticism that you can give me. And if you enjoy this, again, consider sharing the stream. You know, share this with your other fellow Smash enthusiasts. Let's help spread it out a little more to get this Smash discussion in the comments going. And then Ryan was saying, true, yeah. Must have been talking about with what I was ending all my thoughts again with Fire Emblem's ending off the Fighter's Pass and all that. Yata. But yeah, like, comment, share. If you're interested in checking out streams on my other platform, the link to my Facebook supporting page is in the description below, where you will find a bunch of streams where I play Smash, like Super Mario Sunshine, and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and Luigi's Mansion 3. A bunch of other titles that I've played as well. Spyro's Reignited Trilogy I started, and Yoshi, and the Kirby game, the demo of the Kirby game from a while back. Just a bunch of games I've actually streamed over on Facebook that you can check out using that link in the description below, and consider following me so you can get updates with a faster post-based method, as opposed to if it's just the YouTube people, instead of just waiting for when I will post a video on YouTube, because I don't have access to the community feature, because 1K subscribers, you need that. We're slowly climbing, but we have a ways to go to get there. Which leads me into my thing of saying, and if you are new here, or if you've been here for a while and have yet to, then do me a huge favor and subscribe. I'm at 477 subscribers last I checked, because I've been gaining at least one subscriber each stream for like the past month. I think it's how that's been working, or like at least one subscriber every other stream. So I've climbed from like 470 or 471 or 2 to this 477 number over the past like month or so, and that's good in my standards. So let's keep that momentum going. So if you enjoy what I do, if you subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified the minute I go live, or the minute any of my content just happens to drop, because pre-recorded content will eventually come back to this channel. But streams have just been a better, faster, interactive means of not having my YouTube channel dead, you feel? So that's that. And if you would also like to consider talking more with me on a more consistent basis, just as a fellow gamer in person, and a bunch of other awesome people, to consider joining my Discord server that I have a link to in the description below. I have channels dedicated for Smash, for gaming in general, for movies in general, anime, music, art, for venting, advice, scholastic help, a lot of things that I'm wanting to do to just really make it a big, inclusive, like one stop, or like I'm trying to think of like a phrase, like kind of like a what's the phrase I'm thinking of? Like a sort of coverall sort of community that I'm trying to make my server be. So if that interests you, then consider being a part of it. We'd be more than happy to have you. With all that said, I think I am done here. So this has been Darshini Rhett, aka RhettMaster96. And I am signing off for now, but definitely not forever. Have an amazing rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. Stay safe, God bless, stay hyped for Smash, and I will see you guys next time.